Welcome to the Where's the Finish podcast. We are three runners talking to our friends, sharing stories about running, training, life, and asking the quintessential question, where's the finish? WTF.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Where's the Finish podcast. I'm Joe.
I'm Kevin.
And I'm Shay Bay.
And we do have two people sitting in here with us tonight, so we're going to go ahead and introduce them. Someone that you guys probably all know very well by this point, our wonderful friend, Ari. Ari also brought the best half of him, the person that allows him to do the things he does and makes it possible for him to finish, his fantastic crew chief and his wife, Val.
Hello.
Val, you have to slide up there.
I like how Val's sitting very far away
and,
from the mic.
You're making out with that microphone.
I'm part of this podcast.
I'm a little intimidated.
You don't have
why?
to be.
I don't know.
Nobody.
Wait a minute. Are you a podcast newbie?
I've never been on a podcast. I listen to a lot of them.
Which one do you listen to?
Well, I listen to yours.
Okay, perfect.
And I like Science Versus. And
What is Science Versus? Sounds like a competition.
They take a particular subject and just do a deep dive into it. So they'll
See if the science matches.
break down the keto diet, and they'll talk about whether ketamine is positive or negative, and it's just
Definitely positive.
Negative.
very neutral information. It's
Okay, so they're not like building potato cannons and things like
No.
that. Okay.
Oh, man, that's
that would
cool.
be a lot more fun.
Yeah, hell yeah. Give me a podcast about Mythbusters.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Can we like shoot some gelatin blocks or something?
What kind of pod do you listen to, Shay?
Oh, man. Okay, I'm going to subscribe to this one. Because I'm like, I really want to know why I should never put meatballs on spaghetti.
Is there a reason why? There's an episode on that.
Yeah, there's an episode on that.
Oh,
So
then I'm gonna have to
figure out what
listen
that
to it
is.
also
Yeah.
because I'm now interested. That's a really
They
fantastic
actually tell you
subject.
too. So I did learn something very similar to that. Why spaghetti or meatballs don't go on top of spaghetti? Because have you heard the thing about cheeseburgers that the cheese is not supposed to be directly on the meat patty?
Well, where would you put it? Because the meat
Why?
patty, there's no other place to put it.
Because of the flavor profile. There is. So like.
I thought it was just...
So you put some vegetables
Not touching.
in between.
Right, yeah, something
And
in
the
between.
cheese sits on the
No, I don't
vegetables.
like
That sounds
that.
terrible
Yeah.
because a cheeseburger is good because the cheese is melted.
Yeah, but you still can melt the cheese. Just
So you melt
on
it
top
in
of
the
vegetable.
microwave and then put it on the vegetable. How do you melt the cheese? You melt the cheese by putting it on the burger on the grill.
I did not read that far
Now,
down.
see,
the rabbit hole.
I don't put it on the
Did
grill
you just
because
see a
then
headline and...
I watched the pictures.
the
okay?
cheese will be just as melted if it's laying on the hot burger versus you put it on the grill. But when you put it on the grill, the cheese melts off of the burger.
It does.
You got to do
yeah.
it quick. Like you put it on, take the whole thing off. So
Yeah.
I guess you're just putting it on the hot burger.
Yeah.
But if you put lettuce on it and then the cheese.
No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it
No.
sounds terrible.
It needs to be a little bit melted. And it's not going to melt on
100%.
cold lettuce.
Exactly.
Okay, isn't the cheese a barrier of the hot burger cheese
Yes.
lettuce so
yes.
it doesn't go
You're on
wilty?
something. You're on something there.
Yep.
Temperature differentials.
This reminds me, you know what doesn't work well is a sandwich with tomatoes on it in your pack when you're running.
Wait, did this
I put a tomato on my sandwich every damn time I run.
For me, it's a soggy mess.
Oh, it just
Yeah, I
gets
can
sloppy,
see
like the tomato, like kind of juices
Is it a
into the
cold
bread.
Cut, it's a cold cut
it's
sandwich,
so-
right? So it's
Yes.
not absorbing anything like a
So the bread just turns into
Just to
soggy
Just into
tomato
mush.
juice. Yeah.
Yes.
tomato,
tomato
juice.
mush.
That was like day 4. I was so angry.
We should talk about
Yes.
Day one.
Yeah.
We should talk about what we're here to talk about was the fact that you just ran 440 miles. Actually, what was the total distance?
444 is the official distance.
Longer than that.
And it was probably a hair longer than that with little turns. And the first time I got in the car to stake out, and go home because it got so cold, I was like, what do I do with my watch? And I'm like, I'll just keep it running. That was not the right choice.
Yeah, 'cause
so
it messed
then-
up your mileage for.
It messed
You're
up
all
my
over the
mileage.
place.
And then the data file was so big, it wouldn't upload to anything.
Yeah.
So I messed that all up. I still have it, and I got it shrunk and all that sort of stuff. But
Honey, he shrunk the file.
yeah, exactly.
Well, it's like there's a website that you can put it in.
Yeah.
And it breaks down the points that are actually in the map.
So
Yeah.
let's talk about what this challenge was and what was going on with it.
So I think it started out with, I was like, oh, it'd be cool to do a little loop here. And then, I'd heard that Shay had put together the whole little loop. And I'm like, hey, will you do this for me?
So what kind of little loop was it?
So it's the east and west corridor of the Florida Trail, you know? So it's 444 miles, and it goes all around the trails that we love to run on all the
Heck yeah.
time.
So for those of the people that aren't familiar with the Florida Trail or that listen to the podcast that really haven't been here, the Florida Trail goes from the Everglades in the south all the way up to the Panhandle near Pensacola, correct? And then it terminates, but there's like a connector. I think you can get to the Pinhoti Trail, and then is it Pinhoti?
It's like one in
I know.
Alabama, like
Yeah,
Black
I know that.
Creek or something
and then
like
you
that.
can eventually get to the Appalachian Trail.
Yeah.
But just south of Orlando, the trail splits and has two different corridors, east and west corridor. Most like your through hikers will a lot of times do the eastern corridor. But what you did was you took the east-west corridor. You took one corridor, went north, and then when they came back together in the north over Ocala, then you turned around, and went south back on the other side of it to make one big giant loop.
Exactly. And on a map, that loop looks reasonable. It
Yeah.
doesn't look ridiculous.
Scale. Did you look at the scale of the map?
So I designed that route, and I was like, oh, that's a big old loop. Like, that's a big thing. And you're like, it looks reasonable.
It's almost half of the total length of the Florida Trail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I tell Val, my favorite, the confidence of a mediocre white man.
I crocheted that for him. That's amazing.
I love
So
that.
he has a plaque on the wall.
So before you decided to do this, you kind of started dabbling into longer distance running. About a year ago or so?
Yeah.
So what was your first like multi-day?
The Cross Florida 200 was
That
my
wasn't
first.
that wasn't even a year ago. That was really some months ago.
That was like
February.
Yeah, around February, because I did my first 100 was Just Survive 125. That was in January. My next 100 was Long Haul, which was a couple weeks later. And then a few weeks after that, I did my first 100 miles at a backyard. And then the week after that, Black Canyon. Then the week after that, they're Cross Florida 200.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, yeah.
You said a week after that a lot of times. Have you tried spacing some of those out?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's more
Have you tried
enjoyable.
not doing so much?
He did space them out like
did.
50 miles a day
Yeah.
versus 100 miles. Boom, boom, boom.
Sorry, guys.
Okay.
We're jamming. It's getting serious in here.
No one gives a fuck, Gary. We don't care what you just did.
Dumb stuff.
Did we say we were impressed by what you did? No one gives a fuck.
Hey, I got something for you, Ari. Oh shit.
I was trying to find the episode number of Aries' episode so people could reference it.
So yeah, you do
That's
need to
very
go
funny.
back in time and listen, because that was just as you were planning a bunch of these big races when we interviewed you back then. I think you may have done one or two of those.
Yeah.
I don't remember actually the actual timeline of it, but we knew. But you hit the ground running with Ultra.
Yeah, I went pretty crazy. That's how I always kind of do it. Like Val, on the other hand, she's been running really longer than me, and her longest distance was
30.
30 at, what was that one called?
Potawatomi.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
I'm running 30.
Cool.
Yeah.
Way up in Illinois.
Shay knows about Potawatomi. Don't you?
There's Indians.
Yeah, we've talked about Potawatomi
Yeah.
on this podcast before.
Perhaps.
Well, cool. So, I mean, so both you guys are like an ultra family then. Anyone else that you guys have brought into this world or out of this world or spent time around that?
Joe, what are they killing people?
We're trying to drag the kid into it. He ran a few miles with Arian on the trail, and when he got done, I drove him back to his car, and he's like, "Oh, you guys make me want to start running." That's
what I'm
great.
talking
Let's
about.
go.
Heck yeah. Yeah, because I know John Boffman had came down to do some across Florida 200 stuff, and his runner dropped out early. So he had some free time. He was hanging out in Ocala. He said, I want to go run with Ari. So he actually got to meet your son out there.
Yeah, it was awesome running with him, running with my son, and that was like my high point. Running with John, like we were going, and I'm like, we were getting close to Val where he was going to stop, and I'm like, hey man, let's go, like let's go faster. And then finally he's like, if we're going to keep going this fast, you got to go in the front, you know. And he's like, you're insane. This is insane. I'm like, dude, I am like, what is it that you get in your brain when you're happy when you're running?
Yeah, there's little
The
endorphins.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I am riding the endorphins as long as I can. These are
Because
awesome.
you will have down.
But you talk about insane though, because he ran with you at that pace in barefoot
Yeah,
sandals.
before.
Oh, he's
So
a
he's
monster.
also insane.
Oh yeah, he is. He is. Yeah, I told him it was funny. I told him I'm like, because his wife's name is Penny and his dog's name is Cricket, and I'm like, yeah, Penny and Cricket reached out. They said I got to work your ass over. And he's such a good guy. He's like, really? Penny reached out to you?
So tell us about. So how was your planning for this race? How'd that go? I mean, what was you doing in anticipation of the race?
When did you start even wanting to do this?
Well, you know how it is. You get this idea, and then you get with Shay, and she puts together these cool courses and these stops, and it's like all planned out. And it's like, this just sounds so cool. This is so much fun. This is going to be great. And then you're like, oh, I'm going to be a good person, and I'm going to tie a charity to it, which we end up picking the
Florida Trail Association.
Florida Trail Association. Sorry, I'm still a little ultra brainy. Then at that point, we raised, I don't know, 12 or 13 grand altogether.
We're almost up to 12,000.
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like, oh, this, I have to do this now.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just like me running for myself. I'm like, I have to do this for the charity. I'm like, oh my God, what did I get myself into? And then really planning wise, it was just plan for how much I'm going to run each day, where I'm going to stop, and then having realistic goals with that, and planning food, and when I was going to see Val. So it was like the first day she dropped me off, and then she set up the spot where I was going to stop 70 miles later. And I got all my food from gas stations and like fast food places because it was all road.
So you started on the west corridor, right? And
I started on the west corridor at the southern point, and I started there purposefully because I don't really like running road, and I
heard that
70 miles of road.
Yeah.
What did you-
and that's really one of the big reasons why everybody takes the east, because it's so much more
prettier. So what'd your boss think whenever you said you wanted to take a week off from work to run?
My boss.
Just for the record.
Just for the record, Val is the boss.
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
I said,
Not again. Here we go.
oh my God, I'm going to have to take a week and a half. Like, I had to take the time off too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was his birthday present though. So what else am I going to do?
Did you run 42 miles on your 42nd birthday?
I ran 52. I want to say
It's a
roughly.
boat in a pinch to grow an inch.
There you go.
Yeah, that was a rough day. My birthday was a rough day, but it was so cool. Like, I hate running on the road, but day one, it was like so exciting. I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a Circle K. I can use the bathroom and get food and get
Hell
snacks.
yeah.
And it's like having those, it made me appreciate running the road and made me appreciate a sidewalk so much.
Love a sidewalk.
Like, it was just
Well,
so
there's some construction through that area too, right? That you didn't have anything.
like I had Scott Hoover pacing me, and he just
We
came
heard him in the
out.
video.
Yeah.
All I could hear is him laughing. Like in your videos, like I knew Scott was with you because he'd be laughing in the background.
Yeah, and it was just like he looked at me. He's like, "Dude, what are we supposed to do? We go this way. We're gonna get hit by a dump truck. We go over there. The Caterpillar, like the excavators, are gonna run us over." And I'm like, "I don't know, man. Let's go." You know?
So it was still early enough in that you cared.
Well, and we cared because there was a very upset woman that yelled at us for running in the road, even though she was on the other side of the road. And then her husband behind her in another vehicle who said we were endangering his family. And they called the cops.
What?
And the cops came out, and he was like, yeah, you need to really be in the shoulder more. And I'm like, what shoulder? You know?
Right?
Could you explain also you're on the Florida Trail?
And I told him I'm on the Florida Trail. He's like, I completely understand. You're just out here for your fitness. He's like, how far are you going? I'm like, 444 miles. And he's like, this guy's obviously insane.
Yeah, so you actually officially started after your 72-hour mandatory hold.
Yeah. So he's like, I just don't want to be scraping you off the concrete. And I was like, we got like 3 more miles to sidewalk. And he's like, all right, cool. Just get there.
I mean, did the cop know that the Florida Trail runs there?
Oh,
That
he
is the
knew,
Florida Trail?
but he didn't want to be complaint.
Yeah.
He just wanted us to be. The problem with next to the road, the shoulder, it's clumpy grass. It's the worst stuff to run on.
It's good to run on the white side.
I'm just thinking about anyone else that might want to use the Florida Trail, and the Florida Trail actually goes through this construction area. That's not anyone's fault. I mean, it is a national scenic trail that is funded by the government and maintained by the Florida Trail Association.
It was.
And yeah, what happened?
They still get their money, most of their money from there.
What was happening was the professional drivers who were coming towards us, because we were on the proper side of the road and I had a vest on and everything like that, they were moving over like they're supposed to.
You take a lot more precaution than anybody who's ever done Ball State ever.
Oh yeah, no, I was like, it was day one. Like I had everything right. Now day like 7 when I hit the road, I don't even know where that vest was.
But the regular drivers were just being.
They were being nice. It was just, I think the particular people that yelled at us and called the cops were just having a rough day, and they wanted to take some of their aggression out on people running.
Yeah.
That's very nice to say. That says a lot about how you think people think.
Let's just talk about that. So we did bring it just right past it. The Florida Trail Association does get funding from the federal government, and they are the ones that take care of it. But they get about $70,000 a year, which is only a portion of what they need to maintain the Florida Trail. It doesn't cover everything. And when they run out of that money, the only money they have to spend to maintain this trail is through donations and through people that join and support the Florida Trail Association, which is, not a lot. I mean, there's not a lot of people that are members, and what they pay, some people may pay $30 to sign up for the year. Some people may give thousands. It's a charity. So it's really important that, since we spend a bunch of our time, especially for distance running, on the Florida Trail, because there's no longer trail in the state for us to run on. And so I think it's really important. It behooves us as users to do whatever we can to support the Florida Trail Association and maintain those trails for us.
Yeah, and that's why I picked that, and especially since this entire loop was on the Florida Trail.
Now you have thoughts about certain sections.
Yeah. Yeah. And
they need more money.
But it's cool in that, like, for all the bad sections, it makes you appreciate the good sections that much more.
Yeah.
So because once I got past that first day, 70 miles, it was great. There's so many good sections.
But there is a lot of, the Florida Trail has a large amount of road walking, sections we call road walk or road hike. And because it does go through some kind of urban-like areas also, because not everywhere in Florida is forest. And it does the entire length of Florida. So there is some movement to try to, build trail and get more trail. A lot of that has to do with property management and right-of-ways and getting property agreements or buying land. I mean, money costs, land costs money. So, anytime the Florida Trails can knock off a mile or two of road walk, it's a big deal.
And they always try to, like, on the eastern corridor, there's a section where you go through like Oviedo or something like that, North Orlando. All of that is just great trail, and it's all paved like through urban. It's nice. You can tell they spent a lot of money. Bridges going over the overpasses, all that stuff. Like, there are definitely spots where you can see they've done a really good job.
Is that part of the West Orange Trail?
It's part of the Seminole.
Oh, Seminole Cross Highway.
Seminole Wakaiva.
Yes.
Love that. I used to skate
that goes over by like Sanford. Like Highway 49's over there.
Is it? Yeah.
And it goes like that whole section for like ever.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go a good chunk on that. Basically when you leave.
That's got some fun murals on along.
It's got cool murals. It's got, the bridges are cool.
100,000 roundabouts on that road.
There are a lot of roundabouts. But for the trail, it goes over bridges around all the roundabouts, all the roads and stuff.
Oh yeah.
It's all pretty convenient.
That's good.
So on that first day, how was your body feeling?
Day one body felt great. I mean, it's day one, and I was like, all right, I got 70 miles, which is a big day, but I wanted to get through all the road. And then you had set up a campground at Green
Swamp East.
Yeah, Green Swamp East.
What kind of stuff did you have, Val?
Stealth camped on that one.
Yeah, we stealth camped.
Well,
so
how often were you meeting him up during that day?
Not at all.
Because
he was on the road and
he
he had access to the water and the bathrooms and the food. And so I dropped him off in the morning and then went and set up his camp for the evening. And we were lucky that it was end of hunting season.
Yeah.
And so there was a hunter's camp right maybe a few hundred feet inside the gate. no hunters were over there, just tons of tents. And I'm like, well, they're not going to notice one more tent. And I just threw it up in a random space. And yeah, that's where he slept for the night. So
Yeah, I got there at like 10 o'clock and I'm like, ooh, that one tent has lights on it. Maybe they're going to kick me out. And it was just like solar lights that were lit up. So they let me be. So it was good. It was tough. Like it was a little cold that night. So I didn't want to wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And then
it was like 37 or something.
Yeah, I mean,
it was so cold.
34 or something.
Yeah, we had some really cold days this
It was
last week.
cold. And then I never realized, this might be a little too much TMI, but I
You
wake
know there's no such thing as TMI.
Have you listened to our podcast?
WTF,
I wake up in the morning and I go poop. It's kind of my normal thing. So I woke up from that tent and I'm cold and I'm like, oh, I have to go poop. And I go outside and I'm like, oh my God, I have to go poop. And the porta potty's like, it was like a quarter mile away, but it might as well have been 2 miles away. And I'm in the middle of this hunter camp and I'm like, I just can't poop right here. These hunters are going to be so mad next weekend when they get here to hunt and there's just a big pile of, So yeah, I made it. It was very close. It was bad.
It was a poo explosion.
It was
The cheek
hobbling.
clencher.
So when I seen you got to the green swamp, I'm like, okay, this is Tuesday morning. I think
Yeah.
it was. So the Across Florida 200 was starting on Wednesday, and I was wondering if you were going to make it to that section of Florida Trail to be able to run with any of the people on the Across Florida 200.
I did not run. I saw them at the 88 store, basically. So when they were coming back up is when I caught up to them. I had, as you might know, a more important race going on.
Yeah.
And I had to go to the Landbridge 5K to beat Craig.
Craig got beat by Ari.
Yeah, I thought, I run 5Ks a little faster than Craig. And I always Craig's just a great guy. And it's fun to joke around with him. And it worked out great because we went to that was day 4, Val, is that right? Something like that.
something like that.
And so I had spent day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4,
It might have been day 5.
5 or 6. I spent 5 days by myself.
Yeah.
Because day 2, I brought my lunch with me. Val didn't crew me at all. Day 3, I brought my lunch with me. Val didn't crew me at all. Day 4 is the same.
Now, by day 3 and 4, you were getting into familiar trail, though, right? Because you're
familiar
on the
trail.
Greenway and all.
Greenway and everything was familiar. So Green Swamp East, you have the Axe Murder House, which is awesome. I highly recommend it. There's
Yeah. Axe murder where, it's an old.
1916, a grandson killed his grandparents because they removed all of their money out of the bank because, banks back then. And him and his friend bludgeoned them to death in their house. Their house is still there, and they are buried outside of it. And Val went there. What was it that you saw?
It was maybe a year ago that we went there, and I saw the biggest magic mushroom that I've ever seen growing on top of their graves. And I'm like,
No,
that would be bad juju to take that.
to
So I'm
consume
going to
that.
leave
Oh,
that
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
Jay, you would actually know about that story if you read Joe Fuller emails.
Was it in there?
Yeah, Joe Fuller's the one that told me about it. And I was like,
you
I gotta
too
check
could
it
have a
out.
novel of information about the Green Swamp.
No, here's the thing. I volunteer, so I don't run those races, so I don't get the racer emails.
Joe, I know you're listening to this. Can you please forward all race communications to Shay?
No.
Just put her in your mail
Just
list for everything.
For everything.
So yeah, I ran through there. Then I went through Green Swamp West, which is Fuller's area where he has all his races, and then through Rich Loam, which is
that's a cool area.
a cool area, and it was actually maintained really well, which is nice. I stopped there. Then the next day I went up through Ridge Manor, and that was kind of there was a 16-year-old girl that was murdered by her boyfriend. And there was a big memorial thing there that happened earlier this year. That was kind of sad and unexpected. But that little area there, it's very short, but it's really nice. And then you go past kind of Silver Lake, and then you go into Croom, which everybody knows Croom because of Andy's races.
I've never ran in Croom.
And then you're missing out.
hilly.
You are
Yeah.
missing out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you really enjoy the hills as a break?
Yeah, they're nice. I like them because I love running downhill. You know, it's just so nice. Uphill, not so much, but
You guys
walk,
are mountain goats.
you
Free
walk
speed.
those. You know, yeah,
Mountain
exactly. Free speed.
Yeah, you get Croom and over towards the Withlacoochee Trail area. That's kind of hilly through there.
Then there was a deer that was stuck I saw over there in a fence, and I was going to help it, and I didn't know what to do, and then he got himself unstuck. So that worked out.
You helped him because you scared the shit out
I
of him.
scared him. Like I'd never been that close to a deer. I was like 2 foot away, and he was not happy. He ripped one of his antlers off and ran away.
Wait,
Yeah.
maybe he was trying to shed them. Do they do that here?
They do.
They
They do
do.
it everywhere, but not this time of year.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
way
he was
early.
stuck.
He was
The
stuck.
antlers
His
were
head
stuck in
was
a-
like
in a
through
fence.
the square fence stuff.
Yeah.
A doe will love him too.
Yeah, he'll be okay.
Did you collect the antler?
No, I left it. It's too much weight.
Must have been a big antler.
It was a little baby
Little
juvenile.
baby spike. It's 3 ounces. That's too much weight.
That's too much.
Ultralight.
And then after that, the citrus track, which you have Dame Caves over there, which are real
Yeah.
pretty. Which the
Yes.
Florida Trail doesn't go past them, but the caves
No.
are sweet. You know. And then you hit Ear Trail. I call it Ear Trail, but the Greenway.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe owns it.
Yeah. I own it.
Yeah.
I've done a lot of work out
they
there.
call him Greenway Joe.
Yeah. I think that's what they call me. They might call me a lot worse than that.
Thought it was Big Green Joe.
Big Green Joe. Don't make me angry.
This season, that like at this time of year, he is Red Joe.
Yeah. Merry
All Santa
Merry
all the
Joe
time.
Christmas.
This is the Red Green Joe.
But yeah, it was great because then I did the 5K, which I had spent all that time kind of by myself. Val was picking me up and taking me home the really cold nights, and I had never realized how much I wanted to see people. You know?
Yeah.
I had never been, I don't know, 4 or 5 days or whatever alone, and seeing her at night when I was like in full toddler, like not happy mode.
Would you
know?
say, looking back, that that's a good experience to have, to just spend like a couple days in extreme solitude?
It was great.
Was it learning for you?
It was learning for me. Like even when I was sad, it was still good. I don't know how else to play it.
I get that.
Like, you know, it's like understanding. Like I learned more. So when I went to the 5K, Fred Soley was there. I've never met him, never talked to him before. And normally I don't talk to people I don't know. Now, if like I know you, I'll be chit chatty and hang out. And I'm like, you know what? I came here to be social. I'm going to go introduce myself and talk to him. And like I got to meet him and his wife, and they're cool. And seeing,
Yeah, they're
like,
my new favorite people right now.
yeah, they're
they are
so cool.
freaking cool.
And like seeing his kids, like, I mean, just they were adorable. Like the
Yeah.
one who tripped and fell and then was crying at the end.
What?
Like that was
Wait, what happened?
That was the cutest thing I've ever
So-
seen. You know, not in a bad way, but it was so cute.
Caitlin decided. I said, listen, if you guys want to run or kind of go out and walk the trail, this is kid friendly. You can take kids with you, go hike it or whatever. So I told Caitlin, I said, if you want to go register and get in the race, do it. You know, so she went and did that and took her 2 kids out with her. And so, you know, Fred was kind of helping me with some traffic control and doing a couple of things, just hanging out really. And so she went out and did the loop. And at the very end, the little boy, he comes in and he tripped. There's a route that people trip on there all the time.
Yeah, right.
So he tripped on that route and just went down, and he was embarrassed. He just started bawling. But then the little sister was bawling too, so she come in with these 2 toddlers just bawling, just crying.
The
It was-
sister's like, "Why are you making me do this?" Yeah, like she looked miserable. Which you saw. What?
I saw her fall pretty early on into the trail. There was a little section of rocks, and she tripped and fell, and her shoe flew off and went in another
geez.
direction.
That's very dramatic.
That's like that's full ass over tea kettle
Yeah.
right there.
Yep.
That's a good experience for kids to have.
Jeez ass.
Remember that time I fell on a trail and then I never went on trail again?
Hey, listen, Caitlin, she's actually, you know, we all talk about Fred and how good a runner he is, but she's actually a very good runner in her own right. I think she's chasing him around all the time, so she has to be fast just to keep up with him. But she's doing Colt 45 tomorrow, doing the 45 mile. So I have anticipation that she's going to place really well in that race. So
Y'all are live streaming out there tomorrow.
Are we live streaming? I know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
we
you
are.
are.
Jeff's going to be out there, so I
Yeah.
imagine we are going to be.
There's no service in the back half, so you
Yeah,
try
well-
to stay at the front.
Yeah, we're going to be in the back half. I'm going to be at the Joe Fuller aid station. So they're moving his aid station down to where the horse camp is.
Oh.
You know, where the intersection when you're doing like long haul 100, you know, you kind of
Yeah.
you go across that and then come back to it, and there's a little road out there. So we're gonna put the aid station right there. So
Yeah, that's where it was at.
So there was no before it was where you guys put up the tombstone.
Yeah, the rest in peace.
The rest in peace, where you
so
put
awesome.
Wasn't that hilarious?
It's so good.
That's a Craig Betts Shea Merritt
Production.
of
Yeah,
goodness.
so we talked. Her and I talked today. So I got to keep her going when she gets to the aid station. She's not allowed to loiter. She said so. I got to
Kick her out. Kick her out, Joe.
Me and Susan are going to do it, and we're going to have a blast.
She's going to be embarrassed to hear me talk about her on this podcast. She always gets a little embarrassed when she knows I'm talking about her. So everyone say hi to Caitlin.
Hi, Caitlin.
So being around people.
Yeah, so it was, I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be social. And once I did, it's like I got to see Tyler, I got to see Craig, I got to see all of y'all. And it turned my race around. And that after that, and then the Hoovers came out and paced me.
Let's talk about the 5K for just a second.
Yeah.
So your goal was to beat Craig.
Yes.
You made that publicly announced.
Yes.
Morning of in the video. I laughed incredibly much and sent it to Craig and then tagged Craig because I was like, you got to see this, Craig.
Yes.
Calling you out.
Yeah, it went well. Like, I figured there would be some, 16-minute 5K person there, and they must have slept in. So ended up doing pretty good at the 5K, and I ran a little slower than I normally do, having, I don't know, however many miles I had on my
250
legs.
miles.
This is the
your
second
legs.
race that I have RD'd that you were setting the course record for, by the way.
That's funny.
So now you have the course record for
I
this
didn't
one.
realize I had the course
Yeah.
record for that one, too.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I think you were like 23:05.
Well, what about 8 hours at the berm? Now that Joe is the race director.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gonna set the course record for that?
We need a course.
Well, I have the segment record currently
Yeah.
for that loop. I went out there and ran like a 15, 20 mile deal and just blasted out berm 2.0 just to see. And
Yeah.
I took that. I keep waiting for somebody to take it from me.
Yeah.
But it's not that fast.
Nobody wants it.
out there.
Yeah, somebody does. There's somebody.
I believe I'm going to be doing the 8 hours of berm the exact same weekend. So this year that it was last year. Last year it was the same day as the Hot August Nights, but I will check with Andy. I believe he's moving his race to the weekend after that. So we'll be.
I think it's already posted up. Actually, you should go right to his website.
So we'll probably not. I don't know if he's doing that because he just wanted a different weekend or because he's moving it with the moon.
I don't know. That
So
could be.
yeah, I don't know the purpose. I'll make sure that whatever night or day we schedule it, we're not going to conflict with
him.
with A1.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
It'll probably be the same day this year. So I'll be getting that information out real soon on that race.
So you took first place in the 5K.
I did. Yes.
Let's pause on that for a second.
Yes.
You ran 250 miles.
Yes. It was wonderful. I had to do speed work. I hadn't done speed work all week. I had to get my speed work in, stretch my legs out.
see. Yeah.
And I told Joe it was so awesome because I started running that race and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go fast but not out of control. And I'm like, all right, I'm at first. And I'm like, oh, there's 1 mile. I'm a third done. I'm like, oh, there's 2 miles. I'm 2/3 done. I'm going to be done with this in like 7 minutes.
Oh.
Like, this is glorious.
Pretty quick.
Yeah. So it was great.
Bombing down that hill from the bridge, isn't that cool?
It is so cool. Like, I stretched my legs out and everybody who was behind me was going up the hill while I was going down it. And I was going like twice as fast as them. At least I felt like it, but it's because I was downhill. And I just knew. I'm like, oh yeah, you guys are done.
That's fun. And you
was so
go
much fun.
back onto the Florida Trail
And you zigzag.
And you zigzag around. There's like I
Yeah.
grab a hold of a tree and just swing around it or something.
I did one of the trees. Like, I was moving, but I had run that, I don't know, a day or two before. So it's like I knew exactly what it was going to be. I wasn't running it as fast then, but yeah, I love going through the woods there fast. As long as you can pay attention to the ground and not hurt yourself. Like, it's the funnest thing for me.
The ground is a little bouncy right in there because there's
soft.
there's roots underneath the ground and there's like a leaf litter on top of that. So it just makes it kind of got a little spring to it. I love it. It's so fun to run there.
Yeah, me too. I like it a lot too. And it was great after that. And you came out and John came out, and that was just unexpected. And that was awesome.
Yeah, so we went out and we had a little free time. I was like, let's go out and check on Harry, see how he's doing. So we took your chairs we had in the back of the truck.
Yeah.
We set the little
No, I
recline.
got them already.
No, but then we still had
Oh,
them.
okay.
So we had those little reclining chairs. So John just sat there on the way up to where the trail crossed. I thought I seen a bear, but I think afterwards it might have been actually Scott.
Yeah, it was
going
Scott.
across the road.
Yeah.
But they had.
I mean, he kind of looks like a bear.
Well, it was off in the distance. All I could see was a black dot moving across the road. I'm like, that's either a person or a bear, and then
I would love to know what the other options would be. Besides.
I mean, I don't know, Sasquatch,
The skunk ape.
skunk ape, I don't know, something like that. There are some other cryptic animals that apparently live out there, like what do they call the dude that looks like a long stick man, like a
Slender Man.
Slender?
yeah, like a slender man, or there's all the
I like this game.
a
Go ahead.
wallaby
It's
gone or
charades.
they got some type of legend of the Ocala National Forest of this creature that ships
Baba Yaga.
They got some really
No, not a Baba Yaga.
no. There's this
There's
lady,
a big group that's the skunk ape, like Ocala National Forest, and they're always out there hunting them and doing
there's all-
concrete like footprint stuff. I joined the group a couple days ago on Facebook.
You're like, I seen some shit in
Oh,
the
yeah.
woods.
there's this lady
But
that
how did you search for it, or did it just?
It just kind of popped up, and I'm like, oh, this is a real thing. I'm like, do you believe in the skunk ape? Was the first question to join the group, and I'm like, I'm curious. And they're like, you promise not to make fun of anybody. I will not make fun of anybody. And I got accepted in the group, and I'm like, oh, look at all these people having fun in the woods.
Is Joe Fuller an admin?
He should be.
Yeah.
I tried to tag him in it so that he can, but yeah,
But
there's some
this-
interesting folks.
There's a lady that I get
Wild.
little YouTube videos from every now and then, like little shorts, and she talks about the Ocala National Forest and the some of the cryptic and cult aspects of it. Like there's like some witchcraft stuff that's associated with sections of the Ocala National Forest. There's also, I forgot what the creature's called, but there's this creature that like it mimics people and changes shifts changes and
shoot.
stuff.
It's a Baba Yaga.
But there's all these legends around all these monsters and demons.
I
and
was looking at Baba Yaga.
My brain keeps thinking Wendigo.
Wendigo.
a
That's
Wendigo.
what it is.
Wendigo.
Wendigo. So apparently there's some of these creatures out there. And she talks about these reportings of different things out there. So, I mean,
I would like a whole book of that.
it is kind of there's some areas out there spooky, and there used to be communities, and there's like graveyards and stuff hidden out there in the woods that you would just never expect that were there because there used to be communities.
They're all over,
know,
like
there's
all
one in
the
Santos.
stuff. They're so
Yeah,
cool.
there's one at Santos.
There's a big one at Santos.
Yeah, like so when you leave the Santos trailhead, when you get about a mile and a half and that hill goes straight up, no, about 2 miles, and that
yeah.
steep
You're across
hill.
the
Yes,
second road.
yep.
Across the second
Second
road,
road.
you go up that big hill in the woods to the left
To the
of
left.
it.
There's a.
There's a big
cemetery
cemetery in there.
Wow.
Like old.
Yeah,
old,
like a
old.
100
How do I not know
like a 150-year-old.
Like it's not that far. You just go bloop. It's like right
It's right there. Yeah, and we've got one over.
That's where we'll do our run on Sunday.
We've got one at Indian Lake where I live at, and then there's one out in Pat's Island that
yeah.
out where we do the Two Prairies at. They're all over the place. Huh. Yeah, because there used to be communities in those areas. Anyway, there's a lot of
I'd like to see a map of it.
crazy stuff that goes
You
out
want
in
a
the
map?
woods.
How about a spreadsheet? Best I got is a spreadsheet.
Well, and I mean, almost every year there are people finding bodies in the Ocala National
Oh,
Forest because
yeah.
it is a dumping ground for
Yeah.
murderers.
When I
Joe
was- when I
found a
was
lower
pacing-
set of teeth.
Yeah, I did find it might have been attached to a person once upon a time. Whenever I found a teeth out there, you never know. You just never know.
No, but when I was pacing Jada for one of the 20 mile stretches from 88
88
to
to
Buckman. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was pacing her there, I kept being like, yeah, there's a bunch of bodies because you could hide a body anywhere. If you go 20 feet that way, nobody will ever find it.
Yeah, that's true. And they do eventually find them, occasionally find them in there. And there's been murders up there. Like we had a mass murder guy that.
Joe, you're really selling the Florida Trail.
This
right
is
now.
it's so much interesting. I mean, he started it with the murder house. Okay,
Jeez.
so but no, we had there was
Just keeping it alive, Joe.
like,
We're
let's
keeping
see
it
a murder
alive.
house.
I gotta tell this one last story.
Okay.
So out there we got not Clearwater Lake, Hidden Pond out in the Ocala National Forest, a very popular place for people to hike out to
Place
and
is
camp and
awesome.
swim. It's a beautiful place. Had someone that went in there and and hatchet killed a whole bunch of people that were camping in there.
Cool thing.
A couple decades ago, yeah. So he caught a taxi out there, hiked in, killed some people, and left. This is neat stuff to research on. But
And we're out.
so when me and John saw you,
Yeah, it was great, and it was funny because the Hoovers came out because I texted Scott. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm running a 5K," and he thought like I was quitting and going to go run a 5K, and that's why like him and his wife Olivia came out, and they're like, "We're here to save you," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" You know, and he's like, "Well, I thought you were running a 5K. What's going on?" I'm like, "Oh no, I'm just." Like, I'm going to go run the 5K and then come back out and continue the trail. And he's like, "So you're fine?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, well, we're still on the way." Yeah. So they ran with me for a bit and then saw you two, which was awesome.
when they came off the trail, he was fussing about how fast Olivia made him run.
Oh, she was bugging. Like, I ran with Scott like 10 miles, and Scott was taking it easy, and I was actually pushing him to go faster. And then we switched out, and Olivia ran with me for like 6 miles, and she was getting it. Like,
Yeah.
we were moving. And Scott ran with us for a little bit too, and that's where he saw the bear.
Yeah. So they did see the bear, right? I mean,
Yeah.
could have been a bear that I saw.
Yeah, it was funny because Scott called me. He's like, "There's a bear on the trail," and I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm like, is it still there?" He's like, "No, it ran in the woods." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "What do I do?"
It was a big, long-legged bear too.
It was big.
And as we were leaving, me and John were leaving, we
Long-legged bear.
actually saw
You just
a bear out on the road real close. So it might have been the same bear.
Yeah.
A lot of bears in the woods these days.
Yeah, there's a lot, especially
Shitting.
that area.
I was
Yeah.
gonna ask, so they're shitting a lot in the woods.
Yeah.
See a lot of bear poop out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've stepped in it on accident a few times.
What does it look like?
Berries.
Like
lot of
berries
berries.
and
It's a poop berry sandwich.
kind of.
But deer don't poop berries.
I don't know. They probably do.
Probably.
That's why I was like, how do I tell the difference between
bear poop is a big glop of
So-
poop. Like a big glob of it. Where deer has little pellets.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
So
exactly.
it has to do with the size of the asshole.
You ever seen? Rabbit?
Kevin's is huge.
You ever seen rabbit pellets? When the rabbit poops. Have you ever seen a rabbit? So it's like that, but bigger, like a little bit bigger, but the same type of shape.
Do you think capybaras poop like guinea pigs?
I know where you're going with this.
No, that's where I'm going.
I think so. They probably have coffee bean shaped poop.
Nope. Okay, I have one. What
Wombats.
But did she answer the question before you even asked it?
I'm
No.
getting there. What shape of poop does wombats have?
Square.
Yep.
That's correct.
Square.
They poop
How do they
square.
make a square poop?
Who researches what shape a wombat's poop is?
Well, just imagine you have a pet wombat and you go outside and you're like, what are these cubes? What's happening?
Listen, if I had
Are you not going to question that?
If I had square poop, I would bring everyone to show it.
I'd be proud.
I'm like, look at this.
Yeah,
I
look at
made a
this.
square poop.
I won the day for the best.
I mean, I'm
shape.
just thinking, well, what kind of shaped butthole do you have to make to carve one of those things out? You pinch it off, and it pinches off in a square.
It has to be like one of those shoot,
Hey,
shoot.
Alexa.
So your sphincter has to be.
Has to
Only two
chop it.
sides work.
Siri.
You probably have to have a robot butthole.
find out.
What are we asking? Siri?
Asking Siri what a wombat's butthole looks like.
Hey Siri, what's a wombat's butthole look like?
A wombat's anus is round like other animals.
Oh.
The unique shape of their poop is due to their long and complex digestive tract. This is from thescienceBreaker.org and trishansas.com.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
Siri knows everything.
Wombat's got a round
Got a round butthole just like the
So
rest
anyway,
of us.
to make poop, you have to eat food. So I'm going to make everybody try these chips here at the table.
Jesus.
Oh
Guess
yeah.
what they are.
Okay.
I want a small one. I grabbed a great big one.
Oh yes, I'm sorry.
Oh, no
Oh,
worries.
yeah. Oh, here we go.
Kind of tastes like caramel candy.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
It's sweet, like
It's sweet.
What is
I'm gonna
it?
say caramel.
No, it's horrible. What is it?
Joe's right.
What did you say it was?
Caramel.
Ugh. No, that's a no-go.
It's a little
It's
too sweet for a
awesome.
chip.
No, this reminds me of like the very first round of the Lay's. They did like a cappuccino, It was so good.
Here's the thing. If I want to go for a salty snack that looks like a chip, it better taste like a chip.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I was never allowed like candy or sweet stuff as a child because it made me too hyper. So I don't.
I would have never guessed that.
Yeah. So like they wanted to give me was it Adderall or whatever you give kids to calm them down.
But really, what you
Ritalin.
need to do is just to run.
Well, exactly. And so I was only allowed to have salty stuff and nothing with like sugar. So as I've gotten older, I really don't like sugary stuff very much due to it.
So how much sugary stuff did you eat while you were out there?
So day 1, I had quite a bit. Day 2, I had quite a bit. Day 3, Val bought me a bunch, and I told her it was all garbage, and I hated her.
What kind of things were garbage?
The cheesecake and the ice cream that he claims that he had no knowledge of. And,
She never told me about the ice cream.
And the Danishes and
Yeah, she gave
Kinds
me
of stuff.
probably the most upset I was, which it was just me being a toddler. She's like, all right, here's your lunch. And she packed my sandwiches, 2 sandwiches, and a nice little cooler thing in my pack with an ice pack thing. And I'm like, all right, it's lunchtime. I'm going to stop. And I'm at this little picnic table, and I take it all out. And it was a peanut butter and banana sandwich that was next to the ice thing that was like rock solid. I'm like, peanut butter frozen is terrible. So that went into the woods. And then that's when I also had my sandwich that was like ham and Swiss and lettuce and tomato, and it was a soggy disaster. I took the ham and ate it and like threw the rest of it in the woods. And then I was
The woods got some good meals.
I was so grumpy.
No wonder there was bears around.
Yeah.
I took her little ice pack thingy that we have like tons of, and I'm like, this is staying in the picnic table for the next person to grab. I'm like, I am not carrying this half a pound any farther. I was so upset.
If I just had my food.
Okay, so how did you deal with him being just so grumpy?
well, it's nothing new.
You just slap him around a little bit. I mean,
Well, the worst was my birthday. I came into Santos, and she had the campground all set up, and I'm like, I have this vision in my mind of her wearing like just an apron,
Which I don't even own.
it's like waka
a
waka.
bowl of like
Push the button,
super fancy ramen, like hot and boiling with like eggs and just all the yummy saltiness. And I get to the campground, and I'm like, she's not here. Like, where do I go? You know? And I called her, and I'm like, where do I go? She's like, Camp 17. I'm like, I don't know where that is. And she's like, I'm like, how do you get there? She's like, well, I don't know. And I'm like, fine. My diaper was very full.
Did she have you a nice hot food waiting?
No. No.
Well, he told me he wanted several things. He's like, I want ramen and I want soup and I want this and I want that. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to get him a salad. And then when he gets here, I'll give him the salad and I'll make whatever he wants when he arrives.
It was 32 degrees. She handed me a cold salad.
But I had the fire going for you.
Yeah,
So
but
I
it was
had-
too smoky.
There were
Exactly.
no marshmallows.
Yes, there was a shameful lack of marshmallows.
Yeah. I was miserable. That was my low point for sure, was there. But then I went to the 5K, and after that I saw so many people and ran with John. That was my high point. I was running with him, and man, he ran with me for like 5 hours ish or something like that.
20-something miles, almost a marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I saw my kid, which he doesn't even run, but he ran 4 miles with me, and we did intervals with him so we wouldn't kill him, but he did great. You know, and John was like, man, his form is fantastic. You know, he's like, he should run. I'm like, yeah, he used to do swimming and stuff. And, but running with him, I hit a high, and man, I ran an 8:30 mile.
Wow.
Now, how old is your son?
My son is 28.
Oh, so he is a man.
Yeah, I have a grandson who's
4,
What
3.
name these people for us? We don't have names for them. They're just son and grandson right now.
Chris and Sully.
Okay.
So, yeah, Chris and Sully. So,
Rochon.
no, Chris is my
Weimer.
stepson. His last name's Weimer, and Sully's Weimer too, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So,
Joe's just like, okay, when am I going to see them on a registrant
Well, that's
list?
what I'm saying. We
Right.
looking
Wants
for
to
them.
see you when they
No.
want to sign it
We
up.
know where there's some shorter distance races they can get into.
yeah, no, Chris, I think definitely has a little bit of the bug. I think he like he told Val, it's like, I want to do cool stuff like you guys, and he's hit that age, his son's getting older, and, fitness, you got to keep up with it, as you know, and,
I'm struggling with it right now. I'm like, I just got to be.
You're looking great, man.
Harry,
You're
take your shirt off. I want to see your six pack.
It's not there.
Did you get a 6-pack?
No, I wish.
Oh, why not?
Man, I started this race. I weighed myself beforehand. I was 168 pounds, which was a little heavier than normal, but I ate a little bit more going into this, knowing I'd get behind on nutrition. I got back and I weighed 162 pounds, and I was so disappointed. Like, I wanted to get back and get on the scale and be like 155, or something just like ripped, and it's just like,
Nope,
no.
your body's like, I'm going to retain all this water to heal all this muscle because I am dying.
And I'm still lying to myself saying that it's the water. but
I thought
it's
I was
not.
going to lose a lot of weight after the Across Florida 200, and I did not. But like Shay was saying, about a week and a half later, after all that inflammation started going down, that's when I lost my weight.
That's what I'm hoping for. And not that it matters. It's like I'm happy with where my body weight is. The heaviest I ever weighed was like 180, and I weigh like 165 now. So,
Well, you're definitely a much smaller version of yourself than I remember when I first met you. So
yeah, I hold a lot of my weight in my face. So I have a very round face.
you should nice,
do.
pretty little
Square.
baby face.
Yeah.
Square face.
See, if my
How
butt,
did you meet this
it's like a wombat poop.
Because we haven't got there yet.
What?
how we met?
Yeah,
We talked about it in the first podcast.
did?
I
Okay, I'm
lied
sorry.
about my age.
Yeah,
We worked
that's
on
such a great story.
on the yacht Starship,
together.
and I was the head server, and he was the head SA
Yeah, and there was a
SA, what's
there
up,
was a
SA?
server assistant.
there was a gay guy that worked with us, and he went up to me and he's like, "Who on the boat do you think is cute?" And what did he say to you?
He said to me, he said, I asked him who you think is cute, and I think he say me, but no, he say you.
That's so funny. So when you got to the 88 store, did you get to see any of the runners over there?
That was, I felt bad with how good I felt, because when I hit that junction point, I was like, I'm more than halfway. I've done the longer section of the loop per se. And it was just such a high point for me. I, beat Craig at the 5K, like everything. It was a great day. And, which actually I didn't beat Craig until the next day, but I hit that point and I was so happy to hit that.
Just love your beating Craig.
And then I was coming, and the other runners were going north and I was going south, and I saw like 3 or 4 of them, and boy, they looked not good.
Just beat up.
I mean, full suffer. And I went into the aid station, and I was riding high, and I'm like, yeah, you all got this. You're doing great. And like being friendly and happy. And damn, it was so
No energy, huh?
no energy. And like all those runners needed energy. Like that's all they needed. They needed somebody to be smiling
They
and
needed
happy.
some music playing and a hot hamburger in their hand.
Exactly.
What?
And somebody would go like, hey, let's do 30-second run. Just a little interval to get everything moving. And it was rough
Being out there
for
by
'em.
yourself, I mean, that'd be tough. I mean, when I did it, I had 30 people come
An
out to see
army.
me.
Yeah.
Like
Everyone.
everyone came out to visit, and I was never lonely. It was great. For me mentally, I just enjoyed. I could imagine being uncrewed or whatever, and then just not seeing any people running by yourself, and just it would bring you into a low. It'd be hard to get out of that.
Yeah.
So how did you have like really long lows, like 10-hour lows? And
So so I started my day. It was weird. I'd sleep, I'd wake up, and I'd feel okay. And then I'd be okay. Then like 3 o'clock would roll around, and I'd start feeling a little low. And that's when I would like force myself to do intervals, because I wanted to I ended up doing like 47 miles a day, all in all, when it was said and done. My high being 70 miles, my low being 26. And, which the 26 was a good day. It was just I ran the 5K, so it didn't get as much done.
you were hanging out.
Yeah, and so at like 3 o'clock, I would kind of start to slump, and I'd force myself to do intervals to get to where I needed to get, and then it'd get worse and worse and worse as time went on. I basically would get tired, but then I'd go to sleep, and I mean, the most I ever ran, the first day I ran long, but I only ran 12 hours a day, and I basically slept /ate the other 12. So I had a lot of recovery time, which was nice,
Are you going to do it again to try and...
No, I I could have run it faster. I could have run it harder, but I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I would have had to suffer more. You know, the lows would have been worse. This was a good hard pace for me. And I also, there's a lot of my friends that need to beat my FKT or whatever, you know, or my
Are you
time.
talking about Craig Betts?
Like all of them. I don't care. All of them. And then even the ones who don't beat it, they need to go out there and do it and experience it.
Well,
'cause
after you
it's
get
worth
your
it.
buckle, there's 4 more sitting over there waiting for an owner.
I know. And that buckle's sweet, you know?
Yeah, you want to hold it? You want to?
We should present him with. We should present him with his buckle right here and now.
That'd be kind of cool. I've been
Remember
pretty
this
excited
podcast.
about it. So
So we need a drum roll. You don't have a drum roll over there, do you?
Sorry.
There you go.
I don't have my headphones.
Oh, you're missing it. Go ahead and.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh god.
oh man, it's got a cool. Oh man, that thing is awesome.
Wow. Here comes the chief. He's the only one that matters.
This is fancy.
That's a nice buckle.
This is a nice buckle.
Heck yeah.
It's so nice of you to let me buy the first couple for the first people that
Nope. This
She
is
is
my
not taking that.
That's so funny.
and challenge because that's
it
means something to me to be able to provide them with something.
It turned out
Hey, you're cheering up a
so
little
good.
bit.
A little bit.
That's nice.
I gotta put it away. I don't want to cry.
Softy.
I'm a big softy.
He is a softy.
That thing is
We know
awesome.
you already said nice things about people, like just assuming they were nice.
Yeah, you just always hope for the best, you know. So, yeah, but after that, man, I was cruising. It was good. I hit my lows, but nothing like in the beginning. You know, day 3, 4, 5 was rough, but then the
Well,
lows. But then
You're
the
really
highs were
familiar
good.
with the Ocala National Forest. I mean, you've ran that quite a bit now.
I've run this entire loop. I had run everything beforehand, except for Bull Creek, really, and then some of Toshkahaski, which I usually like that area, but that was rough, man. It was swamp.
Yeah, is that towards the end? We get out by Christmas, and you were in that mud.
And I was in the mud, and I was like, "Oh, I'm through this low point. And I'm gonna get out of this, and I'm gonna go." And I was ready to go fast, and it was like, "No, there's more of it."
So I knew when you should have been, and when I seen a picture of you in that mud, I'm like, "Are you?" I thought you were probably in the Forgotten Florida course area.
Yeah, no, it's definitely where it was. It was just wetter there than when I'd gone before, and it's a beautiful area.
Yeah,
that area is great. And then Bull Creek was my favorite area of all of it, just because I'd never been there before. But just the northern part of Bull Creek, the southern part was just no shade and not great, but the northern part had some logging trails that were super runnable and had some like cool like jungly bridge stuff. It was all super runnable. It was all sweet. It was a great trail, but it was so cool.
So that would, for your entire trip, you'd say that was your favorite section for the run?
That was my favorite section, but because I was on my last day,
yeah,
and I'd never run it before, so like
That makes it really special then.
so that's what made it so cool. Now, all the other spots, like obviously the Greenway's awesome, Ocala's awesome, Citrus, like all of them have their great spots. That was special to me just because it was new, probably more than anything. And the last day, it was like the end is in sight, So yeah, it was cool. And I did it this direction for me, but I think other people, you can do it whatever way you want. If you want to start somewhere else, it doesn't matter.
It was really cool because like when you come up to that, you're just coming up on that trail and then you're seeing the east-west thing just directing you.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was so cool seeing that. And I was seeing it on the other end. There's just so many great sections, so much part of the trail to see. And even the road sections, other than that first part where the shoulder wasn't there, the rest of it was pretty nice, like even the stuff that didn't have a big shoulder, it was not busy roads.
So was you going to say that you would recommend people start the other direction first instead?
I think you need to base it off. So for me, we staked out and went to my house. So the reason I started where I did was I wanted to get the 70 miles of road done. and I wanted to do it in a day, which is very feasible for me. And then at that point, I didn't care, and then so for me, it was like I camped that night because I didn't want to bother my wife because she still was working-ish, know. And then from there, it was like, all right, it's getting cold. I'm going home. And I was close enough to my house where it was
reasonable, 30 minutes.
Yeah, 30-minute drive or so, from Green Swamp or from Rich Loam and from, what was the other place? Inverness.
Yeah.
And then we went back to camping again. So, like with where you all live, it would probably make more sense to start, maybe in the north, because you could kind of come this way and you have your house here that's close enough.
Yeah, right. I'd be at like the 50K ish point.
And you could stop and go back here because it's nice coming home, And then what we did when we were farther away, we did hotels later on, because I can only go, day 2, I need a shower, Like
now, you think
shower.
it'd be, what's the feasibility of someone doing it without staking in and out?
Oh, 100%. If the best way to do this, in my opinion, is to have a little trailer like you used in your Cross Florida 200.
Yeah.
I'm buying one today, but I didn't buy one for this because I didn't want Val to be stressed out about towing that thing all over
If you're
the
ready
place.
to buy one, just let me know.
Well,
I think he just said he bought one today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we bought one.
He just bought one
I
today.
bought one used from
Got
an old
a
guy.
Mini Winnie.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
So, but that's without a doubt the way to do it because there's so many campgrounds. Like you can camp at Silver Lake, you can camp at Santos, you can camp at Juniper, you can camp Clearwater Lake. Like
yeah,
all
there's a
of
lot
those.
of little primitive campgrounds too, besides the
Tons
bigger
of
built
them.
ones there.
And the only reason I say that's the way to go, because the hard thing for me when we tent camped was,
It's hard to recover sleep off the ground.
well, we had a cot, but it was because
There's no sleeping on the ground.
Yeah.
it was cold. So it's like, okay, you're in your sleeping bag. That's great. That's fine. You're nice and cozy. But then when you wake up at 4 a.m. and have to put your running stuff on, you're like, I'm not getting out of this sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Where if you're in a camper, like it's warm and you can get out and get dressed and eat your breakfast warm. That was the worst part in the morning, like having to eat breakfast cold, be cold. Once I got running, I ran a mile, I'd be warm and I'd be fine and I'd take all my stuff off. But man, waking up cold, it's terrible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think a travel trailer, like if somebody really wanted to do it, like that'd be the way to do it.
Yeah. I mean,
Or one of those vans with all the
Or
fully
fancy
kitted out.
van.
I seen a brand new one online, just like the one that I'd borrowed from Juan to do mine with. And I think it was like $7 or $8 grand.
Yeah, wow.
So it was good shit. I mean, yeah, you can definitely.
Yeah, the vans are pricey. They
Yeah.
get-
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
Kevin was
no.
just looking one on Facebook Marketplace.
I want a
I've been
van so
messaging him.
much.
I got one. I found one.
They're so expensive.
I'm working the deal on this guy.
But so you already have a truck that could tow a little trailer.
Actually, so I mean, you guys probably all know that that's what I do for a living. I do
Yeah.
campers and stuff. So I actually reached out to the CEO yesterday about getting pricing on one and looking to build one.
Ah, cool.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Cool.
That would be fun.
But how often am I going to use it, Joe?
I don't know. As much as we do running stuff, you stop buying plane tickets and start driving places and see the country between here and there.
You'll use it once every 2 months, I bet you.
Yeah.
Which is enough.
I mean, like, let's say we're going out to crew or pace or do something at one of these races we go to. Like, I got sombrero races.
Well,
got some stuff in the-
WTF, the company van.
Yeah, you could just pull up and like camp out the night before. That way you don't have to drive there in the morning. Just hang out or whatever when you're done. I mean, I could see a lot of use for
If
it.
you guys want to Venmo me now, I'm going to leave my
That's the
Venmo
problem with the
in
Taj
show
Mahal.
notes.
The thing's 37 foot. It's hard to navigate
big.
it. It's
It's too
comfortable
big.
when you get there and set it up, but it's not good for this.
No, it's not for pull in, pull out all the time.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
set it and forget it.
Yep.
Yeah, only you would say
Ron
that.
Popeil it.
Yeah.
Ron Popeil. Yeah.
You'll need it for Big Scrub.
I know. That's
Well,
exactly
he was
what
just
I'm saying.
putting like a mattress in the back of his truck
You could put
for the
That
overnight.
sounds, yeah, he's going to be crying
Why?
because he'll be cold and suffering. And he'll be like, I need to buy a mattress store. I need a bench.
Exactly. Listen, first off, I'm going to be crying anyway. Okay.
So you had the day before you finished, you had a big push, right? Weren't you doing about 60, 70 miles on that day before you last? But said that because you were trying to make your last day the shortest day you could make
I had planned on. I ended up being shorter. I did 70, and then I was like 50 and change, 50 and change, 50 and change. Then I did my 26, and then I was like 48, 50. And until the last day, it was 43. I had planned on the last day being like 20, so it could be easy. But I hit that road, and I called her, and I'm like, you know what? I'm over. I got 43 for tomorrow. Come get me. Meet me here. I'm done. And it was a bit. I was tired. I got back. I caught. What we do is we get to the hotel, and she would bring me like 3 entrees, right?
Oh, like what?
Mexican food one night. We got Outback another night.
Yeah, and I had like Outback. I got like a pasta thing, a steak thing, and like an entree salad, and I ate almost all of it.
Put it down the counter.
Yeah, every night that was where I kept.
So if
up.
you ate so much at night, what was you kind of doing throughout the day to keep going?
Suffering.
You were not suffering. So he'd eat breakfast before he leave, and then every day except 2 days, I brought him. Like I met him for.
So she brought me McDonald's once, and then for breakfast I would have a couple eggs and some sausage and
donuts,
cold French toast once with nothing on it.
Yeah.
So
that
you
was
were-
for lunch.
So you weren't carrying like little snacks of any type with you along the trail?
I had like a bag of Sour Patch Kids and
Muffins.
I had muffins, like
Cookies.
hotel muffins and
tomato
Those are so dry.
sandwiches.
and soggy bread,
Yeah, gotcha.
tomato sandwiches,
Cookies.
Yeah.
Bars.
Yep. That's it.
Your
Okay,
normal-
so one of the
normal
things
fare.
that I've been thinking about is when we were crewing Jada, all of the savory food that's pretty easy to eat, or any just like, there's not a lot of not sweet things that you can eat if you just want like a bar. So
No.
like a Cliff Bar
Yeah,
or
they're
something
all
like that.
sugary.
Yeah.
So I've been trying to
Jerky.
like, that's so hard to chew.
Well,
Yeah.
they got softer jerkies. You can buy like beef sticks and things like that.
It'd be
There's
like
like jerky, softer jerky.
you could
They
be
do
like
have soft jerkies.
be
It's
like
not
Hoover and have like
They don't- they have
freaking
hard jerky?
prime rib
Well,
in your pocket.
there's the really dry.
I'm thinking like mashed potatoes in a piping bag.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, like a gel that's like mashed potatoes with some extra stuff in for
yeah,
calories.
extra butter.
Ooh.
So
What-
butter and salt.
It would taste like a popcorn jelly bean or something.
Yeah.
Which
But
had
like
one of those
so
flavors.
just like mashed potato gels.
If you can carry a little weight, they got small thermoses. You could pack some hearty soup with you.
That's too much weight for Ari.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
I don't need
He's
that
like,
shit.
this thermos lives here now.
Next guy
I
can use
expect it
it.
to be packed in my pack next time Val packs it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there'll be a 20-pound thermos from 32.
Yep.
You know, like when you was a kid,
Stanley,
did you
the
have a
giant
lunchbox when
Stanley.
you was a kid? So they come with these little. I used to have. Maybe,
I'm a school lunch
I'm
kid.
older, maybe I don't know, but like we had a little metal lunchbox and had a little thermos in
Had
it.
a
It's just a
thermos in it.
little short
Oh,
thermos.
yeah.
They're tiny little thermoses.
It's a soup thermos.
But yeah, my mom would put soup in it for
Yeah.
me, and it's not heavy. You could take one of those little thermoses and put it in your bag.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you could.
Put like 6 ounces, 8 ounces of soup in there.
That'd be good. But then it's like your tastes change. It's like, soup is terrible. You know?
Listen, Kim made some kind of cowboy stew or something there in Mycross, Florida, and she brought like a whole bunch of it out there. And once I had my first little cup of it, that's all I wanted.
Yeah.
I'm like, give me more of that soup. It was so good. Had potatoes and chunks of beef. You know, it was so good.
More.
Well, it's
Like
so
Dinty
weird.
Moore.
More
Oh, it was,
food.
but better, way better than Dinty Moore.
It changes because she made me potato salad, which I love, and I had it too much before the run, so when the run actually started, I wanted nothing to do with it, But
Yeah, and you were just thinking like, oh yeah, he's been eating so much of this. This is great. He's gonna love it.
No, I don't want it.
Yep. That's
It's
exactly.
exactly, yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
so
I made a bunch of pre-made oatmeal. It was cold, and I ate a lot of it. Like in the morning, and I had made boiled eggs, and I never really got into my boiled eggs.
Yeah, it's too
I think
burpy.
you even offered people
Yeah,
them.
I had lots of boiled eggs.
You did. Oh yeah, the giant whole Ziploc
A whole
bag.
bag full of boiled eggs. And I thought I was going to eat them every day, but I did eat like about half a dozen of them. But I made like 2 dozen
No
eggs.
Gastoning.
Yeah,
you just get tired of it, and it's almost like your body tells you when you need something salty or something
I was
sweet,
trying to eat kind of the way I normally eat,
which
during
I
the
think
day.
is the best way to do it.
Yeah, and I would eat boiled eggs and oatmeal. I'd warm my oatmeal up because it comes out in a big clump of because I make steel rolled oats
Yeah.
in a crock pot.
Yep.
And then I just reheat them. But when they get cold, they just kind of, it's like a clump.
Clump together.
Yeah, but they were still good. That's probably one of the bigger things. And then I made like ground turkey and potatoes. And I noticed that I could not eat as much of that. Like normally I would eat like a whole thing. And I
Yeah.
made it up like I would eat it, but when on the race, I would eat like half of it.
Yeah, still that's good. But yeah, it worked out as we went on. I got better with my food, and Val got better with knowing what I needed.
Was you less cranky towards the end?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys
Val, how were you going through this whole thing? Like, what were you thinking? How were you feeling?
I'm fine.
Getting
Like
any
I
rest?
knew what to expect. The first night was, the night before he started was rough, but other than that, I was fine. Several nights we went home. That was great. The nights at the campsites, I slept pretty well. Hotels, I was fine.
Kind of like a little camping get away from home trip for you, huh?
Yeah.
Where you're just waiting for somebody else.
Because you didn't crew him throughout. You would just jump him and see him that night, right? Kind of basically.
No, I'd bring him lunch. I'd like crew him once during the day typically, and then pick him up in the evenings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I'm, also was able to work at the hotels in the morning. So
So how'd you
when I had
manage
internet?
to have enough water and stuff with you?
So what I did was the times that so the part of the trail that I knew where she didn't come out and crew me, I knew where there were water spots. So I knew like Silver Lake I could get water, and Santos, and Land Bridge I got water. So those times I didn't see her. But then as we got farther, like in Ocala, I'm like, I need you to bring me water. So we would kind of plan. I bring 2.5 liters, and I can make it like 20 miles.
Yeah, sometimes it was like 22, 23.
Did you ever run out?
I ran out before I got to Land Bridge. When I was by myself, I had run out and was in a bad place, and then got water and felt better. And I looked so bad. There was a random guy running like his marathon training, and he came to me with like a box of like bars. He's like, dude, I know you need these. You're suffering. I'm like, dude, I don't need a whole box. And he like slid me 2 of them underneath the Land Bridge, the toilet in there. I was in there on the toilet, and he slid them under the door for me.
That is
So
so
weird
cool.
place to give
Funny.
treats.
Yeah, it's a random dude giving you treats in the toilet. That's
Yep.
awesome.
It was so funny.
Was your poop square?
It was not. No,
This
my
guy
intestines
obviously
are not long enough.
he must have known what you was doing or figured it out.
Well, he was in the toilet before me, and I was out there waiting.
warmed
for
up the
him.
seat,
and
gotcha.
he warmed the seat up for me, which was very nice. And he came out, and he's like, "Man, are you hiking the whole Florida Trail?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm doing a run." He's like, "How far?" I'm like, 444 miles. He's like, "You're insane." I'm like, "Yes, I am." And he was like, "I don't know how you guys do this stuff." And I'm like, "I don't either."
I like how he says you guys, because it's
Guys,
like it's
you.
all of you people in Ocala.
Yeah, like all you people who do this crazy stuff. And I looked at him like, I don't know how we do either, with like pure dread. And that's when he went and got me snacks.
I mean, that's probably just one of the longest runs that anybody in Florida has done this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah,
Yeah.
because Jordan did the
Jordan did the 400. So, but it's cool to see people taking on these 400-mile distances. It's something.
Yeah, and Jordan's got the bug. He's already like, I'm going to go do the North Country Trail or
500
something like
miler
that.
he's planning out for the next year.
Where I'm like, no, I'm good for a bit. Where's a 5K? Come on, Craig, let's go.
Takes the people you
You've
can be.
retired into 5K.
For this week he has. Yeah, I mean he just finished, so you
Yeah.
know. So tell us about the finish then. How the heck did that go?
The finish went great. It started out so good, and then I had a sunny patch towards the end, and I knew the last 3 miles were just terrible. Like I call it clumpy grass, where it's like not enough people walk it to push it down, so you
Yeah,
can't
it's all rutted and pitted.
you can't really run on it. You can, but you're like every step is danger.
Break an ankle.
Yeah, and then there was a bunch of gators there because it goes wet and then dry and then wet and then dry, and then I got past that and I was like, that's it. I'm at the end. I'm half a mile, and I just honestly just kind of all hit me. I started crying a little bit, and I was just like, holy crap! I just ran 444 miles, and it took me 9 days, 9 hours, and 45 minutes.
Heck yeah.
Let's give him applause for
Actually,
that.
that was-
Yeah.
That was it hit me. I'm like, wow. And The other thing that hit me was I listened to your podcast when I started, like on Tuesday or something like that. And then your podcast came out again on Monday. And I'm like, oh my God, I've been out here for a week. That was like the moment where it dawned on me. I'm like, this is this is what I do now. Like at one point I'm like, I'm just a gypsy. I just run and walk and run and walk.
And then how was that like mentally going back into the real world? Not
my
waking
transition,
up and just running.
Well, I definitely dreamed about running. I still am, like I think I'm in the trail and I kind of wake up kicking and stuff and like
doggy mile.
Yeah, but my transition's been great. Like I was happy to be back. I didn't hit a low afterwards. Like I feel fulfilled. It was great. It was a great experience, and everybody telling me like good job for finishing it and all that. And it's been nice going back to work, and just kind of being like, all right, how are things going here?
Do some normal stuff.
Just doing normal stuff. Like it's been smooth, and I feel good. Like my legs and everything. Like one day afterwards they were sore. The next day I'm like, I could run.
So you got your trail legs pretty quick then. I mean, that's what I kind of.
Have you tried doing split squats?
I don't do lifting. I'm already so huge anyway. I don't really see the point. I'm so strong,
We're talking about correct bets.
So Dare to Run, I mean, you were making lots of fun little videos. We always enjoyed your videos, but almost always, you seemed like you were in the most misery ever that you could ever be in. You were like, it sucks. I hate this. It's horrible. I don't know why people do this. Yeah. And then you smile.
Yeah, no, it definitely, and it's funny because some of my videos, you can tell where I'm happier when I'm like talking about the trail and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty here. You should go see this. That's like happy time. And then there's me like, I'm suffering again, and I tried to capture those moments. Like when I had just finished crying and I did a video right then. Cause it's like, I don't know, to me, that's why we do this. It's not like we do it just for it all just to be fun and roses. We do it to see some of that misery, to see ourselves suffer. And like, to me, I've worked a hard 12-hour day before. I've never worked 9 hard 12-hour days in a row over and over. Like physically, I think my Strava said I burned like 50 or 60,000 calories, which I don't know if that's right or not, but I had never beat myself down that much. At one point I looked at Val and I'm like, that was at Santos. And I was like, what I say to you is like, you remember? I was like,
you have to give me a little more context.
This must be what it feels like to die.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When he crawled into bed at night, he's like, this is what, I think this is what dying feels like. I think this is what having
every
some
day
terminal disease feels like.
Twitches.
Yeah. Just so sore and aches and just miserable. But the difference was I'd wake up the next day and I'd feel a little better, and I'd start moving and be better. But, the low points are low, but I don't know, they make you appreciate the high, I guess. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we all, everyone grows through adversity,
Yeah.
I mean, without failure, how would you ever improve?
Yeah.
And so to push ourselves to a point to where we can find a place we might fail, we might not be able to do it,
Yeah.
And to get through it, that's good for you.
And a lot of it you were
great.
choosing every single day, I'm going back out there.
Every step of the way, and it was just like, there's people that can't do this, that haven't had the opportunity to take 9 days off of work, or or physically can't do it. It's just like, just test yourself and do it. And like now I've driven past parts of the trail so many times just in these last couple of days, and I'm like, I ran over there.
Isn't it something to go back and
I ran over there.
You drive past something and it seems like it takes so long to drive, and then you think I just ran there.
Yeah.
That's just the run play. When Shay does the Painted Horse Urban Ultra, that I grew up here in Ocala, and I've driven all over Ocala my whole life, and it's just something unique about the experience of running somewhere where you've spent your entire time driving.
Yeah, no, it's just so cool, and like I got that from it. I got a lot. Like Painted Horse was something that I was going to do anyway, but I'm now excited to do it because I did the urban part of it with this that I never do, and I always hated it, and I'm like, man, this is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And like I ran long enough to where my legs hurt so bad. It was awesome running on asphalt because I didn't have to worry about tripping, or I can just
motoring.
mindless. I'm just feet on pavement. Let's go. And of course my fastest areas were typically that, other than when I ran with John. And it was just great. I 10 out of 10 highly recommend anybody go out there and do this, or do big scrub, or do something to push your limits. It's fulfilling. Even if you don't succeed, who cares? Nobody cares. Like, you don't succeed, go out there and do it again, or find the joy in failure.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool.
Did they have hot food at the aid stations?
Which aid stations? Eventually, the Valerie Rochon aid station did have hot food. And it was pretty glorious.
I brought the camping stove. We always had that option.
Yeah, but it was like, it's going to take 30 minutes to heat your ramen up.
Can't wait for
Exaggerate so much.
I don't have a crying baby button.
Can't wait for losing.
But it was so funny because we said, I just have to heat up the ramen. I was just like, this is going to take forever. And it was literally like a minute
minutes,
later.
yeah,
It was so
like-
quick.
So Val, what was the highs and lows for you during this thing? Any things that stand out for you?
Yeah, I saw a Sherman's fox squirrel over by on the way to Juniper Springs.
Aren't they
so
cool?
that was really neat to see. I enjoyed running to Hidden Pond from there, and
Oh, so you got to go see Hidden Pond too?
yeah, I've seen it a few times. I've run that a few times and backpacked it several years ago.
Did you know there was
So how
murders
many
out there?
miles did you end up doing with him then?
Only maybe 10.
Yeah, I'd say about 10 miles, which it was nice.
But you got to
Yeah.
go out and do some of your own stuff and exploring too.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nice.
Yeah, we did a
Definitely.
speed workout in
We
was
did
it
a speed-
Citrus.
Yeah, I don't know, somewhere. Yeah, it was Citrus.
Yeah,
We did a
Citrus.
speed
She
workout
had
in
speed.
Citrus. And then
That was cool.
I met you at Juniper Springs
Yep.
and ran
We
you
ran
back
that
in.
back.
So
And-
you said you had speed work. You have a coach.
Yes, Rana.
Okay.
Oh,
What-
The-
I just
the-
renewed my Strava subscription. Apparently, you can upgrade to get Runna with it.
Yeah, they just did a combination there.
Yeah.
Yep. One
So
of
then
them
what are
just
you
bought the
training
other
for?
up. I have 35 miler Festivus in a few weeks here, and then that's training. I'm going for the skunk ape jacket. Yeah. So I'm going to do the 50 miler in April.
Are you going for the Painter's Revenge Challenge if you're doing skunk?
Yeah, you
ape?
might as well do it.
I don't know what that is.
Well, Shay.
So of course I've got the Painted Horse Urban Ultra and the Swan Song, and they are open for registration. You do the 55K on Saturday and the 30K Sunday, and if you do the two of those and then the week before do Skunk Ape's Revenge, you get a buckle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cute and sparkly.
All right.
And of course, both of you registered for Big Scrub.
Yeah. Yeah. And then that's training for a big scrub.
Yeah.
I heard that there's no staking in and out.
Yeah.
Big scrub.
There's no staking in.
There is not.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, that was. I'm so proud of that because I convinced her to sign up. Kind of because I'm like, you can take your time. We can go home. You can stake out. You can relax.
Oh yeah, and I was like, oh yeah, I can handle that. Yeah, no, so, that's okay.
You take your camper
So,
with
yeah.
you.
Yeah, we're gonna take the camper with us.
Yeah.
So she'll have the camper, so she'll be in luxury.
Exactly.
So
So are you going to run it together, or are you going to
No.
crew her and then?
I'm gonna crew her, and then I'm gonna wait for the dust to settle a little bit, and
See if there's an FKT out there you need to
I'm gonna see if I
I
can.
mean, you already know who's going to get the first FKT.
You, I think.
That's right.
Yeah, unless Iosa catches you.
I just got to be. I know he's been probing me. He's like, so what time are you leaving?
Yeah, he's gonna give you like I think a 12-hour
12-hour
head
head
start.
start. That's what I heard.
I think I think you might have Blake. Out
I know.
there with you
That's
too.
what I heard.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm pretty sure. Like I also
First
was
blood
like
there.
already asked me like, hey, can you crew me? And I'm like, I'm doing just survive, man. I'm like maybe at the end, but like yeah, I think he's coming for it.
Great. Love it.
So is that
Like, I need to,
January
like, have-
that you're running it then?
January 1st.
Yeah,
Okay,
he wants to
12:01.
be the first one to finish Big Scrub.
Nice.
Be the first belt buckle, which would be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
I hope he gets it.
I do too.
I do.
I just got to learn how to run between now and then.
So Kevin's got him a coach now.
Oh,
he,
my God.
He
A
called me up
strength
to
coach.
let me know about how his workout went yesterday.
oh,
Tell
my
us all
God.
about
Oh,
it,
my
Kevin.
So, so anyways, we've been practicing. I went last week, obviously, last time. And then this is my second time. So I'm like working on some stuff in between. But he's like, I'm going to work you today. We'll see what you can do. I'm like, okay. Because I told him my focus for strength training is, legs, hips, core, things like that keep me in the game. I don't give a shit about arms, right?
Yeah,
I want to run faster.
Yep. Not get hurt.
Right. Yeah. And so that's kind of what our focus has been. So we did front squats, back squats, RDLs. I did 100 split squats.
100
on each leg.
On each leg.
Oh my God, 200! Wow.
Yeah. And then we did walking squats, which it's like probably 30 feet.
Scott used to give those to us in our workouts whenever he was coaching me, and they would have me do like a quarter mile.
Oh my God. It was just so many. It was just back, forth. And then we did single leg hip thrust, like 50 of those on each leg.
Those are good.
And then V-ups to finish with some core.
Nice.
Yeah.
So with a medicine ball, like I had to pick the medicine ball up.
Yeah.
So I was hurting pretty bad. So today I have new abs. I have muscles in my lower chest that I have not activated in many a year.
Yeah, start naming them.
Yeah, I should.
Paul, Simon, Ringo.
Yeah. I was going to do like the reindeer.
Vincent.
What?
They kind of
know.
come with some Italian reindeer names, like Vinny.
about-
This is Vinny. This is sorry.
Wow, that got weird fast. I just seen you touch your chest over there, Joe.
That was not my chest. That was my abs. My chest is up here. My abs are down here. Kevin,
What?
my abs are down here.
You're pointing at Santa's penis, by the way.
He keeps looking at my chest. My eyes are up here, Kevin. My eyes are up here.
Oh, goodness me.
Awesome.
But anyways, yeah, so he definitely kicked my ass. And I was like, he goes, we're not leaving here until you do good ones. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, we're not leaving here until you give me a good set. I'm like, I just want to be done. And I could barely walk out of there. I've worked out a lot in the gym, in the last couple of months or so back, but I'd never really felt as tired as I did then. So it was hurting pretty bad.
It'll come along. You'll get to the point where you don't feel as tired.
Great.
You'll get stronger, and you won't have DOMs. You'll have DOMs right now. So
I feel okay today.
today's only the day after.
Yeah,
2 to
it's the
3
next
days.
day.
It's 2 to 3 days after you get the DOMs.
Cool.
So tomorrow should be your worst day.
It'll really help with your climbing too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
When you do some.
So
of
you don't
that
have to
sort of
whine so
stuff.
much about your legs hurting whenever you're doing a tiny little hill.
I know, tiny little hills.
Yeah.
It's the tiny little hills that get you, though, right? The big mountains I'm fine with. The tiny
Yeah.
little hills, mm-mm.
No, the big mountains suck too. No, they suck.
Harry told us that it was the like we did a race. He said that was like the leveling ground. He was like front of the pack here. He's back of the pack there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida, like let's say I'm top 10, top 20, Wasatch, what is it, Utah? Is that where
Yeah.
it's at?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like back. The cutoff is 36 hours. I was 33.
Yeah.
And you just,
They
it's
live
cool.
there.
Yeah, and
Have
they're
the
mountain goats.
And
Yeah.
then they also have the acclimation because it's
Yeah.
high altitude.
Yeah, the acclimation I think helps a little bit, for me. But yeah, it'll help you. That's what I do. Like before that, Val takes me to the gym and gives me little workouts and stuff to do. So I do lift
Oh,
occasionally.
so you get to kick his butt in the gym.
Yeah, but that's like once every 2 to 3 months.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not good about going continuously.
No.
Yeah, I need to get better with it.
My gym that I have a membership to, that I have paid for, is a half mile from my job. So I could go there at any point on my way home. My home gym is 20 feet away, and I do not go to that either.
Have you seen the couch, though?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Yeah.
I have the same problem.
It's like anything else. You got to build habits.
Exactly.
Just like anything else.
Exactly.
If you can develop a running habit, you can develop a gym habit
Yep.
too.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't had injuries and stuff, so I haven't been too concerned with it. I worry about it with the mountain races.
Yeah.
I got Bigfoot next year, and that's got like 40,000 feet of climbing, which is insane,
You're going to have to do a lot of lunges around the track.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's like, I like the mountains, but I like being in them and climbing them and it being pretty.
Find you a parking garage or a stadium or something you can
Yeah,
put stairs in.
It's just, yeah, it's what I need to do. It's just not what I want to do. You know, it's yeah, they're not fun. It's not like going out in the woods and running through the woods.
Yeah.
Or running through an urban area looking for the next Circle K to get a snack.
Yeah. So now, do you have a taste for the multi-day? Would you ever do something like a Vol State?
I definitely do have I have a taste for the multi-day again in the distant future, to push it as hard as I can. You know, I'd be curious to see
How fast you can actually
how
do
fast I can go instead of taking a 12-hour break every night, do the 4-hour or the 6-hour break every night. And because I think I could do pretty good, you know, with it. And I'm probably 2 years away from checking that, if that makes
Okay,
sense.
so
Sign up.
I think that in Ultra World that's like that equates to like 6 months.
6 months. Yeah.
Yeah.
2 years to 6 months.
It's like 6 months in Ultra World. Yeah.
Yeah, but I want to do like I've done backyards before, but I never did one that was like I'm going to go as long as I can. You know, once I got over 100 miles, I'm like, all right, I got Black Canyons next weekend. I'm going to stop, you know. I want to do I think this year Death of Dupuis. I'm going to go down there.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go as long as I
That's
can.
Leo's race, right?
Yeah,
Like
that's
Costa?
Leo's race, and there should be some pretty good people there.
You know, this weekend, Last of Alaskans is
Saturday night.
I know. I considered signing up for it, but I really
Boss said no.
no, like my wife wouldn't
I
care.
totally support him.
My mother is coming to visit with my nephews on Sunday, and I have to spend time with them. Like honestly, if it wasn't for that, I would be very much tempted to
That's
do it.
very funny.
Yeah, but I feel good. You know, I got one pinky toe missing. That's it, or pinky toenail missing.
I was like, oh,
The whole toe off. Hey, what did you think of his toes?
You know what? It was the tuck toe,
It was.
and you just chopped it off because you were so frustrated.
It was honestly, it was a little concerning. Like it was, the nail had a smell to it, and like I'm a little concerned about it, but it's looking better.
It looks better now.
That might
Better
have been
than
a little
it did,
infection
yeah.
right there. Yeah.
I looked at her and I said, "Hey, it doesn't look that bad." And then she pulled up a picture of what?
Alien. It looks like Alien.
Yeah, it
like
looks like-
how
Yeah.
it has an elongated head. That's how his toe looks.
Yeah.
Let's see the toe, bro.
Well,
Yeah,
I
I'll
can
show it
I
to
can
you.
tell that this toe is starting to take on the shape of your shoe, so that might be an issue.
I change the shoes all the time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he
I was
had
gonna
like
ask you.
5 or 6 pairs.
Yeah, what gear did you
5
take?
or 6 pairs.
Yeah. Every time I stop, if I take my shoes off to change socks, I'll put different shoes on. So I wore Cliftons for the road section primarily. I have 2 pairs of them. And then I wore Topos, New Balance,
Okay.
Hoka, Speed Goats. I don't know. All the shoes. I don't really have a preference. I just like changing them. This I would usually change them every day to something different. And then I have a pair of Solomon asphalt shoes that I wore too.
Would you ever consider barefoot running?
Oh yeah, for sure. My only downside to barefoot running is I don't run as fast.
Well, yeah, but
There's
that's not-
definitely-
but you gain a lot with it though.
You gain, like when you're running, you don't have to worry about your feet swelling. You don't have to worry about, the only thing you have to worry about with barefoot sandals anyway is like hitting your toe.
Yeah.
And rocks and,
And it
roots.
hurts.
Like
And
my
sticks.
toes just hurt thinking.
And-
Yeah.
But it
and sand spurs.
immediately fixes any gait issues or anything like that you might
It
have.
it makes it to where you can't. It fixes it if like so like Bauman, he had terrible form and all that stuff and whatever, and it fixed his form. You know,
Yeah.
because he couldn't. He was a heel striker, which to me, I don't even understand how you can be a heel striker.
I'm a heel
I'm a heel
striker.
striker.
It just
I'm mid.
it just hurts.
Yeah.
You're just like bam, bam, bam.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
I'm a
I
very
didn't even
heavy
know
runner.
I would until like
Joe, you're a horseshoe.
Yeah, I'm a very heavy runner when it
Flip-flop,
hits.
flip-flop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, every time he's in the summer when he wears his shoes, you can hear him. They go squish, and then a sweat just squirts out the little
the
hole.
You got your horseshoe.
Yeah, you got,
got
a little horseshoe print on the ground.
But it's definitely, I think it's good. Like barefoot running, I think is good for form. It's good for that. It's just you're not going to be able to run as fast of a 5K.
Yeah, but
with
it also strengthens weak spots.
It does, very much does. For me, the challenge I have with like full barefoot is my bottom of my feet are sensitive because it never is used to being barefoot, you
Yeah.
know. But no, it's definitely it's a good habit, I
Yeah.
think, for people. You know, form wise and everything.
I've not tried it.
Yeah.
It's
Still
worth
haven't.
It's not
worth
for,
trying.
it's not for everyone, but I would say try it, you know.
Yeah.
Let's go to Marshall Swamp.
Go
Do it
find
now.
you go find you a place where there's some soft ground if you're not
Yeah, soft
Yeah,
sandy
Marshall
area.
Swamp.
When you
Yeah.
sign up for the 8 hours of berm,
Yeah.
do that
Perfect,
barefoot.
yep.
I did it barefoot the first time I ran it and really enjoyed it.
I never want to be out on that berm. I never have. I never will.
That's
should
the
do it
spot to be barefoot.
Yeah, it really
like that
is.
sandy
Honestly,
stuff.
you could do barefoot out there. It's like running on the beach.
Yeah, and it's comfy. It's nice. Like, it feels good.
I did 3 miles barefoot with the ruck this week at St. Augustine. I just love it. I love being barefoot.
Yeah.
And putting some weight on really made it fun too.
Well, and for me, anytime I stop running, like to take a break or whatever, first thing that comes off are my shoes.
Yeah.
Like my feet just need to breathe. They're swollen. Yeah. You know, it's definitely, there's something to it for sure.
Yeah. Well, we're excited that you got this done. The next fun thing is going to be to have you present that money back to the Florida Trail Association. I know they're really excited about this. They've been following along too. The FTA has been, and
Which, is it already going to them, Val, or how's that work?
Yeah, the donation was set up through the Florida Trail Association's donation.
So it's through
Portal.
their link.
Yeah.
Link,
So it's
yes.
all of them. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah. No, I'm excited about
you need to
it.
go down there and give them a ceremonial check or something,
Yeah, it'd probably be cool to do,
a
right?
photo op or something.
Yeah, I should. Yeah, we'll do that. I don't know, people.
Yeah.
Photo op.
Let me know. I'll go down there with you.
Okay.
I know the folks.
Yeah.
Joe dressed up like Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll dress up as Santa. I need to
So-
order a big check, I guess.
I need to. Well, Tisha is over the Florida Trail Association, and I know her, and she's in Gainesville, and it'd be fun to go down and introduce you to those folks so they can meet the person that just made this wonderful donation.
Not only that, we can use it as promotion for the business as
Absolutely.
well.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely we'll do
Networking?
that. Yeah,
Networking.
exactly. I'm
Yeah.
terrible with that. I
You
just
should get a
work.
spreadsheet.
Yeah.
spreadsheet.
Yeah.
What's that?
I like
I am not familiar with this.
Yesterday at work, I got to spend about like 6 hours doing a spreadsheet. Oh, so good.
She loves the spreadsheets.
Research
Yeah.
spreadsheets.
Yeah, she's my go-to girl for like any course planning, buckles, spreadsheets,
Yeah.
etc.
Yeah. You need it. She knows how to do
I
it.
can't make Val do it because she already does all of it at work. So
Yeah.
but, yeah,
All right. Well, thanks for coming back on again with us, man. It was really cool. I mean, every time I'm with you, I have a blast. You always bring a little bit of sunshine to whatever you're doing. You always have a great attitude and just fun to be with. So
I
it's always great to
appreciate that.
talk
And
to you.
I'm so excited to see someone else do this trail. I don't
Yeah.
care who. I don't care if they're fast, if they're slow. I just want to see someone tackle this, and then for me to have somebody to talk to about like the different
the
spots of the
experience,
trail.
yeah.
You know, I saw every wildlife, like all of them, bald eagles, gators. I mean, everything. I saw all of it out there. You
Boars?
know, oh, boars, so many boars.
I heard
So
Joe
many.
you can't make a pig noise like Joe can.
No, I go oink oink, oink oink.
I think you made like a weird snarly sound.
Then like,
There's a snarl.
that was it.
And then oink oink.
Oink oink. Yeah. And honestly, the pigs scare me the most. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I've been charged a few times. You know. Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah, I'm waiting one day to be doing a race and a pig to take me out of the race.
Yeah. They make me nervous too.
Yeah, but most of the time they do the fake charge. Like they charge at you and then dart to the left or the right.
Yeah. That's
most
what
of the
happened to
time.
me not recently.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't like that.
I'm good.
Yeah.
But most of the time they leave you alone.
Yeah.
You know, and they're cute when they're far away and you see mama with all the little piglets chasing
So
behind.
cute.
Yeah, they're super cute.
Until she's mad at you for watching you watch her babies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Cat,
kitty
the
cat?
cats are freaking out.
Talk about
Dinner
pigs.
time.
Yes. That's
Yep.
probably it.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to check us out on Instagram, on Facebook, our website, www.where'sthefinishpodcast.com. And hey, check out the Bear and Boar 444.
Let's go.
You got to wear the tiny hat.
She's got the tiny hat on her head.
Then she can have permission to take it off.
Take the hat off.
Yep.
Bow, 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 bow.
Put 3 seconds on her. 3 seconds. All right.
3
That's a lot of seconds.
eternity.
Let me take one more. There we go.
Nice. Hell yeah. You can take it off. Or you can leave it on. Whatever.
And then if the headphones fit weird, I have like a little kind of nice rest for them. Can you hear this time? Yeah.
Yes. It makes a big difference.
Okay.
I feel like I'm in the podcast when I'm wearing the headphones. When I take them off to go to the bathroom or something while everyone's just sitting around the table, it sounds so weird.
The podcast, yeah.
Can you turn me up a little bit?
Which way?
You know
Headphone?
which way.
You're 3.
Well,
right?
if you're turning him up, can you turn me on?
You're already on, bro.
Is that better, or did I turn somebody else up?
That's not what I meant.
Okay. Are you 1, 2, or 3?
I don't know.
Okay. Is this louder?
What?
Is that louder?
Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Dude.